Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and here's the update on the economic collapse that's happening not only in America, but in all the free countries with central bankers like France, like Italy, like Great Britain, Germany, Canada, etc. But I'm going to be focusing about today in America what's going on, okay? First and foremost, let's talk about real estate. Now, I don't watch what happens with trendsetters. I don't read the news. I don't follow other people. I keep my ear onto the streets. Okay. And by having my profit sharing coaching and my Abundance Club mastermind, I'm having a team of people all over America, my students, they're hitting the streets and they're knocking on doors per se. They're not actually knocking, they're using flipping Wednesdays to find motivated sellers just through their computer. And by me having the ears on the streets, I am seeing a lot of motivated sellers from Florida to New York to New Jersey to California to Florida, Texas, Colorado, all over America, ladies and gentlemen. And I am seeing at first hand my students are talking to sellers, and more and more and more and more sellers are willing to do owner financing. More and more sellers are willing to just walk away from their debt, and more sellers are becoming more convinced that the economy is starting to shift. And that's why I am telling you that real estate is in trouble in America. Now, think about it, guys. This is summer. This is moving season. Okay, for some of you guys and ladies that don't know about the moving season, I've owned a moving company for 14 years, so I know how the moving season works. Okay, I was inside. I own a brokerage firm, been an investor. Now, right now, to the end of summer is the most time that people move. This is a time when people buy new homes. This is a time where they're relocating, etc. And real estate is in trouble because not that many applications are being applied for a mortgage. Okay. But more importantly, now here's the most key, screw the application idea. More importantly, people are now trying to sell their homes and they're not able to get what they're looking for. More and more all over America. My students are knocking on the door today. I had a student, Mac, send me two deals he found in Florida. Okay, I had a student, William, in New Jersey, send me a deal yesterday. Send me a deal today. Okay, sellers willing to, deceased, willing to just walk away and sell us the property. More and more sellers are becoming motivated. There more and more sellers are realizing that the market is starting to tank, and some of them that are in denial will go ahead and put their property, wait around 6 months or a year, and it hasn't sold, and then start to realize it. Now, people don't want to accept that the market is down, which is totally normal, but I'm seeing it by having my ear on the heartbeat of the street. More people from all over America cannot sell their homes. They've been trying to sell their homes. They've gotten job loss. I spoke with a guy in Waco, just got his job cut off. He was a vet, right? I spoke to a guy in Las Vegas, same thing, job loss. So that brings me to my next topic. Major layoffs are happening from the Fortune 500s. Major layoffs are happening in the corporate sector. Okay, for example, in the area that I live in, I can go drive it down and see so many big box retailers that used to be there, right? Like Toys R Us, like the malls, like so many different stores, big boxes. Now these properties are vacant now, vacant. No one's renting them out. I mean, like just where I live, which is a very growing area, commercial properties are sitting vacant. Not to talk about when you're driving around right now, how many houses I see, more and more signs. A year ago, people would have put a sign out in front of their home, boom, the property was sold. Today, it's not happening the same way, ladies and gentlemen, and they're slowly going to be televising it. But here's the catch. Okay. As more and more layoffs happen, more and more defaults were going to increase. As more and more defaults increase, the inventory starts building up, which causes an avalanche, a tsunami, what I call subject to heaven, upon us. Okay, exciting times, ladies and gentlemen, exciting times. Okay, not for the people that are robbing the bankers, because there's a wealth exchange that's about to happen. Okay, last crash, me and you got robbed by all the big corporations and the bankers, and we had to bail them out. Okay, same thing's happening this time too, in a different creative idea. The bankers, the wealthy, they never lose. They own the politicians to lobbyists. Everything is in favor to them. One great example is the new tax cut made big corporation millions and billions of dollars in what they used to have to pay to the government. Okay, they didn't. That tax cut didn't happen for you either. You didn't get the benefits. That's why Amazon got 0% in taxes, and so many other companies, but not for me and you. But that's a different subject, guys. So now we talked about real estate, massive slowdown. My students are hitting the streets in my profit sharing coaching, in my Abundance Club Mastermind, and I'm seeing them sending me deals over and over throughout the days. They're very, very happy, very excited. They're spending no money in marketing, finding motivated sellers, giving offers, getting interact with them. That inventory is starting to go up, motivation is starting to come up, and people are becoming more flexible. Before, they wanted above their asking price. Today, they're becoming more flexible. And I see it with my own eyes all over America, ladies and gentlemen, for my students hitting the streets. Major layoffs have already started to happen from, for example, Ford, bunch of stores, bunch of businesses we never hear about, okay, all over. Now, let's talk about the Layaway. Layaway is making a comeback, ladies and gentlemen. Layaway. Why? Because retail companies cannot afford, and they're going belly up, so they want to do something to get some of their customers back. Okay. One of the ways they're doing this is by offering layaway at a new twist, where old school layaway was where the store holds your property till you make your final payments. The new way layaway program is as soon as you make your first payment, they'll give you the stuff. So retail is now trying to compete with credit card companies because business is so shitty for them. They're going bankrupt. They got to find a new source of revenue. Okay. And so they've changed their layaway program. They created a layaway because they realized that by credit cards, they could eat some of the fees that credit card companies charge and get into the game themselves, especially since many of these companies just bought so much stuff. They packed their factories up because they knew the tariffs were coming, and they're overstocked right now. And so they want to dump some of this properties out, okay, or items out. So layaway is back because people can't afford it. Corporations are going bust. And corporations figuring, hey, how can we keep the money inside? How can we lower the expenditure costs for our consumers and keep some of the change ourselves by providing what's called the new layaway? Go check it out, guys. Don't believe me? Check it out. Layaway's back. Okay. Now let's talk about the debt. Debt is as loose as goose, and that is surely the sign of a major recession, which will lead into a depression, in my opinion. Okay. One great example is 2006. We had loose as goose lending. If you go fog up a mirror, they'll let you borrow money to buy real estate. They had real estate programs with no income statements. You don't have to even show your tax return. You don't have to say how much you earn. Okay, they had all kinds of skimmy things to lure people in because the whole system is rigged. The whole system is the debt-based economy. So that means if you have money into your banking account, it's not like the 50s or 60s where if you had $1 million in your banking account, you could live off that. Today, if you have $1 million in your banking account, you got to make multiple hustles. Why do you think all the rich people are getting into Bitcoin? Because they can't leave their money into the banking account and let it accumulate an interest rate like they used to in the 70s or 80s or 90s, right? They can't do it anymore like that. If you have your money in your bank account, not only are you getting 0% interest rate, like 0.001 or something, nothing, not only are you losing your freaking money by inflation, but there's so rich people are getting into cryptocurrencies. Why do you think Fidelity is opening their custody. Rich people, and I'm not talking about just multi-million dollars, I'm talking about richest families. They're realizing that the US dollar is all fiat currency going, okay? And they want to put their some money in somewhere they're going to get a return. That's why cryptocurrencies like that provide staking, which is like if you have money in a bank, they give you a certain percentage back. For example, back in the 70s, 80s, you could get 7%, 6%, 10% interest on your $1 million or on your $100,000 or on your $10,000 just having in a savings. Today you ain't getting shit. But guess what? There's cryptocurrencies out here that if you buy $1,000 of this crypto and you stake it, you're gonna get 8% back. You're gonna get 10% back every week. I'm sorry, every month or every year. You can't do that anywhere in America right now. What can you do that in? I can't buy any CDs to get 10%. So the rich people, the ultra rich, are realizing that they got to put their money into something, right? Because the dollar is fake, the yen is fake. All these fiats are fake, and they're going bust. One great example is in 1910, to go to the movies would cost you 10 cents. Today, 2019, if you want to go to the movies, it costs you $13.76. Guys, listen to that. 10 cents versus $13. Okay. Inflation, man. They're robbing you and me left and right without even realizing it. And guess what? The rich people, they understand it. They don't want to leave their money into paper dollars. They're getting into assets. That's why assets have increased so much, right? Like hard assets, like real estate. Okay. Because it's inflation proof. It's a hedge against inflation. And they're getting into cryptocurrencies because this is not financial advice. I'm not trying to tell you what you should do. I want to help you think and go do your own research. Why do you think Fidelity is getting into cryptocurrencies? Why do you think JP Morgan is getting into cryptocurrencies? Guys, these JP Morgan, these bankers were the same people who are saying, hey, cryptos don't work. They're a scam. I'm going to fire anyone that trades this stuff. And now they're getting into it. And that's crazy. That's why you can't ever trust the banker, guys. All right. So there's interesting times ahead of us. In my opinion, this is the world's biggest wealth exchange. And I'm going to be playing on the part to accumulate in this crash, guys. All right. Versus sell, like so many homeowners are going to do. So a lot of homeowners, they bought homes at the top of the market. And now when the market starts tanking, they're going to sell, right? Where I'm going to go and buy their properties, not by getting a loan. No. Not by paying cash. No. I'm going to buy their homes by installment payments, like a layaway program that the seller is going to do for me. Okay. The new layaway, I guess you want to call it, right? So, and why am I so happy? Because the last crash, 2006, I did the same exact thing, but I was scared. I didn't buy as many properties that I should have because my mom's illiterate, my dad's illiterate, and the advice that was going through my ear was from fear-based. Even though I took massive risk and I had great success at it, this time I'm going to exponentially grow. I'm not just going to buy in my backyard. That's why I created my profit sharing coaching. I have a team of people looking for properties that I can buy and we can make money and they can buy and make money. Okay. So this crash, I'm going to buy all over America. If you want to join me, finding hot deals, buying deals at 60 cents on the dollar, doing owner financing, then I highly recommend joining my profit sharing coaching. It's about $29 per meeting, like $30 a meeting. Right. It's $119 a month. And you can join me right now at NoFluff.com. Click on the profit sharing tab and meet me this Saturday, and I'll show you how to find deals in your backyard, just like I've been teaching my student Will, just like I've been teaching my student Todd, just like I could teach my student Mike. That's why I've been teaching my student Mac. There's so many guys, and these guys are going out there and finding motivated sellers instantly without spending no money in marketing, without getting into debt. Unbelievable, dude. I had a student just this Saturday. She said she spent $600, right? Mailing to the tax. Got zero sellers, zero calls. Then I have other students that are using my system. They're spending zero money in marketing and now are giving offers to 6 different people, 12 different people, 24 people. Depends on how much they're willing to dig. Now, why am I giving you my top secret stuff? Because I want to buy those properties you find in your area. I know this is the best time for me. This is not financial advice to get in real estate. There's a tsunami of sellers coming. There's what I call a subject to heaven is upon me and upon you. If you know how to structure these deals, how to find out how to negotiate, and if you don't, I'll help you do that. And if I don't want the deal, you can buy it. If you don't want it, we'll wholesale it and make, right? When I make this, what I'm going to do with it, I'm going to invest in Bitcoins and I'm going to invest it in passive rental income, guys. Guys, thanks for watching so much. Hustle and bustle. One other thing, guys, profit sharing. We only have 16 seats available. The price is $119 a month, which is about $29. After that, guys, price is going to $3,000 a month. This is a $3,000 program that I'm helping you guys get into for 119 bucks. MrNoFluff.com. Click the like button. Let me know what state you're in and if you own any cryptos. Peace.